From Guntersville, Captain Mike Jerry reports a great midsummer bass bite in 10 to 14 feet of water. He said his clients are scoring in the mornings with SPRO frogs and Picasso buzzbaits fished over scattered grass on the shallow edges of the channel where there's scattered grass. After the sun gets up, this bite drops off rapidly, and most of the action has been coming on tightline jigs worked down the drops on areas with scattered grass or shell. He said some fish are also coming on the 48-stick soft plastic from missile baits, as usual. www.fishlakeguntersvilleguideservice.com. From Vice Lake, guide Mark Collins reports bass fishing is pretty good for midsummer, with anglers using quality sonar finding plenty of quality fish on the drops and ledges with jigs, swim baits and deep-running crankbaits. Crappie fishing is only rated fair, and most fish are at 14 feet and deeper on the channels around woody cover. Live minnows drifted a few feet off bottom are the best bet. Some bass are being caught around drain pipes and feeder creeks after the heavy rains on soft plastics and on jerk baits. www.markcollinsguideservice.com. From Lewis Smith, the heat is pushing both spotted bass and stripers deep, with the spots typically at 25 feet and more until late September, the stripers at 65 feet and more on the channel edges. Both species also hang around herring schools, find the bait balls on sonar and look for marks indicating larger fish below them. For the spots, deep running crankbaits, swim baits and vertical jigging spoons are all effective. For stripers, drift live shad at 65 feet and more. Some medium-sized stripers are also being caught around lighted docks at night on white bucktails and on soft plastic jerkbaits. Below the dam, the trout fishing is good anytime there's current flow. Best action is in the first quarter mile below the dam. The fish can be caught on sinking flies and streamers as well as tiny spinnerbaits and spoons. They also readily take worms drifted under a float. www.riversideflyshop.com. At Pickwick, most bass have gone deep for the summer, with best action at 20 to 25 feet on shell beds in the channel. The bass mostly bite here when there's strong current flowing, no matter what time of day it comes, so keep an eye on the flow. Carolina rigs, Ned rigs and drop shot rigs all catch these summer fish, and some also catch them on large flutter spoons and 6XD to 10XD crankbaits from Strike King. Crappie fishing is fair in Bear and Yellow creeks, drifting live minnows on the channels at 12 feet and more. Catfishing remains good below the dam and on bluff walls, drifting cut shad a few feet off bottom. From the coast, the heat is moving the trout off the shallow flats once the sun gets up, but there are some large ones prowling the sandholes and creek mouths at dawn when the tide is moving. The usual topwaters including the spook and the Rapala skitter V get them.